Hello everyone, good evening, how are you all? So yes, welcome back to the CGL session where we are going to discuss mixed questions of science part. Yes, these questions were asked in CGL, but some of the questions I have kept from that part also. For example, it may be from CPO and other examination which has the most probability of coming in CGL examination. So yes, without any delay, let's start with the first question. What is the first question for the day? The first question is, the branch of medicine involving synthetic chemical compound is dash. Now this question is from CGL 2011. Let's see who will be the first one to give this answer. Everyone who's there in the session, I'm waiting for your answers. Everyone please. Question is, the branch of medicine which is involving in synthetic chemical compounds. Now since I'm talking about these options, if I'll go with this homeopathy, do you know, when I'll talk about this homeopathy, this means we are talking about those particular medicines in which you might have seen those white colored balls, right? Which are favorite of everyone, which taste sweet in nature. But coming on a serious note, if I talk about the synthetic chemical compound, it is included in the allopathic medicines, where we call that in Hindi Angrezi dawaiyan, right? So yes, those English medicines, yes, Vikram, I think is totally correct here. The correct answer is going to be allopathic. That is option number A. If I talk about this Ayurveda, we can talk about our historic time in which it actually originated from Indian subpart itself. So yes, Abhijit, Vikram, both of you are correct. Allopathic was the correct answer over there. Next, the drug which lowers anxiety and provide peace. Which is that particular drug? Now, whenever we have a look at this word drug, we think it in the negative sense, but no, there the drug which is present, it is showing you what? It is actually explaining you about the medicine part. What's that? It is medicine. Now, since we are talking about medicine, this means it will be helping us in different ways. First of all, if I talk about this anxiety and provider of peace, this means when we are in stress or when we are in tension, we need some sort of medicines, right? Now, those medicines are which one? So, those medicines are tranquilizers. And yes, if I talk about tranquilizers in detail, obviously it is after the research, it lowers down the temperature of our body by 4 degrees centigrade. But the main work of tranquilizer is to make you stress free. I'll write here, question can be asked in any of the way. To make you stress free, these tranquilizers are used. Now, what about these diuretics? Diuretics, yes, Vikram, Abhijit, totally correct. If I talk about this diuretics, just have a look at this word, uretic. This means we are talking about urine. So whenever someone will ask you about the water balancing, that is the amount of urine that you are actually urinating, the water balancing which is done, here you will be using the medicines which are diuretics. Then if I talk about this painkiller, what is painkiller? Whenever you feel like there's pain in your body, then what you can do? You can have these painkillers which will actually kill the pain and you will not feel pain at that particular location. So those are painkillers. Now if I talk about this antihistamine, what's that? Sometimes it happens. For example, Vikram, Abhijit might say, sir, whenever I go wherever there's a air is there or dust is there, what happens? Because of this present of this dusty air, my skin actually gets rashes. So there we are talking about allergy, right? Now if I want to get free of from this allergy part, so in order to get rid from this allergy, what I'll use? I'll use antihistamines. So antihistamines are the one which are used to relieve ourselves from allergy part. In the similar way, I can also talk about antacids. Now what are these antacids? Antacids are the one where you can just have a look at this part, acid. Antacids actually relieves you from the acidity, where you can talk about eno or gasofast, right? Okay, so this was antacid. Now, if I talk about other medicines, you can talk about their antiseptics, where they are helpful in killing those microbes, where you can talk about the Dettol and all. So I'll write here antiseptics or antibiotics, right? So all these things were important. Let's move forward now. Yes, you can talk about milk of magnesia. So if I'll talk about this particular part, who has told this? Abhijit. Abhijit, if I'll talk about this milk of magnesia, for creating this antacids, we use milk of magnesia. Magnesium hydroxide, right? Milk of magnesia is used in preparing this antacids, where Vikram has given us answer, that is ENO and all. Yes, that's true. Tincture of iodine. Great. Okay. So let's move. Acha, one more thing is left. One more and important thing. If I'll talk about antipyretics. Antipyretics. So antipyretics does what? Antipyretics are the one which are actually helping in decrement of the temperature, where you can talk about paracetamols and all. So yes, antipyretics, antiseptics, antacids, all things are clear now. Let's move forward to the next question. So here tranquilizer was the correct answer, where we can talk about the drug which lowers anxiety and provides you peace. Okay, next question please. Which of the following is also known as carbolic acid? So we have this question from CGL 2017. Let's see who can give this correct answer. Everyone. Yes, Abhijit has told us that paracetamol or Calpol, you can talk about the reducing of the temperature. Totally correct. But what about this question? Which of the following is also known as carbolic acid? Can you answer this part? Which of the following is also known as carbolic acid? Waiting for the answer, please. Abhijit has given the answer, but still Vikram has also given the answer. So yes, both of you are correct here. If I talk about this particular part, that is carbolic acid, here the correct answer is going to be phenol. But if I talk about other options, which one of the following is the one which is known as king of chemicals? So here we have sulfuric acid. And yes, if I talk about those lead storage cells, in the lead storage cells also this sulfuric acid is used. Okay, so we had correct answer, that is phenol over here. Next we have, what are aldehydes? Are they mild oxidizing agents? Are they strong oxidizing agents? Are they strong reducing agent, or are they mild reducing agents? What is the correct answer over here? And this is from CGL 2016. What is the correct answer? Correct, Abhijit. Totally correct. What about this aldehydes? Waiting for the answer, please. Are they oxidizing agents? Are they reducing agents? First of all, this is the particular part. Then, is it strong or mild? That's the another thing. So what would be the correct answer over here? What is the correct answer? No, no, no. Yeah, waiting for the answer, please. No one. Okay. See, when we are talking about these aldehydes, we know about groups, right? If I'll talk about ketones, we can talk about carboxylic groups. We can talk about aldehydes over there. So these aldehydes are actually strong reducing agents. What are they? Vikram is actually in doubt, that is whether it would be B or not. So yes, here what is the correct answer? Please remember, aldehydes are actually strong reducing agents. So here option number C would be the correct answer. So Abhijit, are you also with the same option? Abhijit, are you also with the same option? Abhijit's answer was pending. Okay, no issues. So here option number C, that is strong reducing agent, would be the correct answer. Next, during fermentation of sugar, the compound which is always formed is what? During the fermentation of sugar, the compound which is always formed is what? Is it methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, acetic acid, or ethylene? What is the correct answer here? Vikram, Abhijit. Acha, you were not sure, no issues. But since these questions are asked, you can have a try over here. Okay. What about this question? Fermentation. We know that when I'll talk about the formation of this alcohol, we talk about the process of fermentation, right? Here, in Hindi, we call it Kidwan ki prakriya, that is fermentation. So Vikram is going with A and Abhijit is going with B. So this time Abhijit is going to be the correct over here. That is, Abhijit has given B answer, na? Yes. So Abhijit, ethyl alcohol is going to be correct one. Now what about this methyl and ethyl? What is the difference between them? This is the part from organic chemistry, right? Now in organic chemistry, please remember, if I talk about 1 carbon, 2 carbons, 3 carbons, we must remember 1 is representing what? So it is like this. That is eth, meth. You remember that part? If I talk about hex, oct. So we must remember that particular sequence order, right? So okay. if I talk about this ethyl alcohol, please remember during the fermentation of sugar, the compound which is always formed, that is going to be your ethyl alcohol, or we can talk about ethanol over there, right? Ethanol or ethyl alcohol. Okay, let's move forward with the next question now. And yes, if I talk about 4 carbons, that's what? That's bute. That's why we say butane, methane, ethane. Okay. So here we have next question. The pair of compounds which is used as anesthetic in medicine. Before your answer, yeah, that's true. If you want, I can write as well. In this manner it goes. One thing is this, which we must know. Then meth means 1, eth is 2, prop is 3, 4 is bute, 5 is pent, and one more thing. If we will talk about number of bonds, so for bond we have single bond, double bond, and triple bond. That is ane, ene, and this one is ine. And accordingly we say that if we are talking about 1 carbon, that is we can talk about what? Methane over there. Then if I talk about triple bond, so we can talk about ethyne or propyne over there, right? Okay, so moving forward, Vikram is going with B option, that is chloroform and nitrogen dioxide. And Abhijit is saying, sir, it would be option B, that is it would be nitrogen dioxide and chloroform. But if I'll talk about this part, it is going to be nitrous oxide and chloroform, right? Your formula is totally correct, CsCl3. But here, what is the correct answer here? Here, we'll go with nitrous oxide and chloroform, right? So option number A is going to be the correct answer. Now, what is this anesthetic? Anesthetic means we are talking about anesthesia over here. And if I talk about tooth, or you can talk about any of the location where operation is being done. So for the operation part, we want to get ourselves relieved from the pain. That's why we'll use what? Anesthesia over there. Yeah, that's right, Abhijit. So yes, what I was talking about this anesthesia. So anesthesia is used where? Where we want that particular location should be sensation free. That is, there must be no sensation of the pain. So I want to get rid of that sensation of pain, I'll use anesthesia over there. And the best and basic example is from your tooth part. Whenever we go to the dentist, actually it doesn't happen in our age normally, but if I talk about the age of our parents and grandparents, when they go for the tooth removal, actually you would have seen that injection, that is actually anesthesia, which relieves from the pain, and that too in such a manner that that particular part loses sensation. Okay, yes, before surgery we use that. So nitrous oxide and chloroform would be the correct answer. Next, before moving forward, we have Exampur official application here, which is one-stop solution for all the government job aspirants. We have live paid courses with the test series. We have free subject-wise, topic-wise quiz with the report card. We have job alert, admit card, examination date. Then all exam previous year PDF with the solution. Free all India scholarship test with the report card. Then topic-wise free live classes. Free full-length and sectional test with the report card. Free exam-wise PDF practice at PDF. And the most important thing, daily, weekly, monthly current affair. Unlimited subject-wise practice at question. What do you have to do? Just go to the Play Store. Type Exampur over there. Click on the install button. Click on the open part. Just do the registration and start using it. So, Vikram wants to say something. Vikram is saying, sir, I went thrice for the teeth surgery. So, Vikram, you must be the best one who knows about this anesthesia. Just think of the scenario. If doctor will not use that anesthesia, what kind of pain we will be bearing, right? So, only you can explain this part very well. Okay, so let's have a look at this part. The property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets. It is what? So we have CGL's question of 2017. Is it ductility, malleability, viscosity, or tensile strength? So Abhijit is sure, sir, it is going to be B, that is malleability. Vikram, are you also with the same answer? Vikram, are you also going with the same answer? Yes, totally correct. What is malleability? If I'll talk about this malleability part, whenever we'll beat it, we can form it into sheets. Now, if someone asks me, what would be the best example for this? So the best example for this, we can talk about gold. We can beat it and make it into the sheets. Apart from that, if I talk about ductility, you can convert it into thin wires, where again, gold can be the best example for both these parts. Do you know, small amount of gold also, even 1 gram of gold if you will take, you can stretch it till many kilometers. Seriously, just a gram of gold you can, if you want to stretch it, it can go till kilometers range. So yes, this is actually the ductility of gold. So for the ductility and malleability, we can talk about gold. Now talking about this malleability part, do you know gold is so much soft? Hello Gobinath, good afternoon. Gold is so much soft that if you will try to make its ornaments now, you can't wear it. Seriously, even you can't make it because this gold is very soft. This gold is actually very soft. What we actually do, along with this gold, we need to add copper. Gold and some copper is added, and then those ornaments, whatever it is, whether it is necklace, whether it is ring, whether it is earring, all those things are made. Now, what is the purity to check it? For checking the purity of the gold, we have a unit. Let's see who will give this answer. Abhijit, Vikram, Gobinath. Who can give me answer? The unit by which we check the purity of the gold. Let's see who is the first one to answer this. What is that particular unit by which we can check the purity of the gold? Answer please. No one? Yes. So if I talk about the purity of the gold, that is actually measured by what? That is actually measured by carat. Now, the gold, yeah, that's true. So everyone has given the answer. Gobinath, Abhijit, both of you are correct. Now if I'll talk about this gold, if it is of 24 carats, I'll just use another page. If I'll use 24 carat of gold, then it will be very soft. And we cannot use it in making those ornaments. So Vikram is saying, sir, hallmark will tell us whether it is pure or not. That's true. So yes, if I talk about this part, remember 24 karat gold is so soft that we cannot use it. So normally, if I talk about those gold, so we have that range of 18 to 22 carats. 18 to 22 carats of gold which we actually use. So can you tell me where we can find this 24 karat gold? Where we can find this 24 karat gold? So let me tell you, we call them biscuits. Gold biscuits. So those gold biscuits are actually of 24 karat, but the gold which we wear is between 18 to 22 carats, right? Okay. Acha, one more question is there now. If I talk about this gold, for reacting with gold, none of the acid is going to be reacting with it. So what we use aqua regia over there. What we have to use? We have to use aqua regia which can actually react with gold. Okay, so let's move forward with the next question. Yeah, Vikram, totally correct. Those are biscuits. Next we have, name the gas which is used in the preparation of bleaching powder. Now this is from Cgl 2016. What is the correct answer? Gas which is used in making bleaching powder. I guess everyone must be aware of this part. Gas which is used in making bleaching powder. Answer please. Gas which is used in making bleaching powder. Vikram is going with options D, that is chlorine. Others? Gobinath is also with D. Abhijit, what do you think? Will it be oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, what? Very good. So Vikram, Gobinath, Abhijit, all of you are correct, totally correct. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So from CaOCl2 itself, we can directly tell about it. Okay. So here chlorine is the correct answer. Now, if I'll move forward with the next question, we have hemoglobin contains which metal? Now this is from blood part. Hemoglobin contains which particular metal? Is it copper, molybdenum, iron or magnesium? Hemoglobin contains which metal? Now since it is asked from hemoglobin, waiting for your answer, till then I'll tell you. Hemoglobin is present in our blood. If I talk about blood's pH value is 7.4. This means our blood is, just a second. This means our blood is basic in nature. Then blood is including hemoglobin, where if I talk about this heme word, so from word heme, I can relate it with hematite, right? So hematite is what? It is actually the ore of iron. And we have option here itself. What is that? Copper, molybdenum, iron and magnesium. So totally correct. So Vikram is saying slightly basic, Abhijit slightly basic, true. So it is slightly basic. Why? Because if I talk about 7 value, that is of neutral nature, but it is 7.4. That's why it would be basic. That is slightly basic or slightly alkaline. So all of you are correct. Here, iron is the correct answer. But if I talk about other options, so let's go with copper first. If I'll talk about those particular wires which we are using at our home, they are made up of copper. But the best conductor of electricity is silver, right? Talking about magnesium, please remember, when we talk about that chlorophyll part, photosynthesis, reaction and all, so the element that is present there is magnesium itself. We have one of the questions which I have kept. We will discuss over there. Next question, please. Lifespan of RBC of a man is what? So what is the lifespan of RBC? Okay, Kundan. Hello, how are you? Acha, you are from Ahmedpur, I guess, huh? Kundan? So yes, how are you, Kundan? Okay, so what I was asking about the RBC here. So Gobinath is with A, Abhijit is with 120, Vikram is again with A, and Kundan is saying, sir, it would be 180. See, now here's a difference. Now, what's the difference? Let me tell you. If I'm talking about this RBC, we know that what is it? It is red blood cell, right? It is what? It is red blood cell. Now, this red blood cell, okay, Kundan, fine. If I talk about this red blood cell, we have one more name for it. We have erythrocytes. What's it? It is erythrocyte. It is one of the important thing because this is also asked in the examination. What's the another name for this RBC or what's the chemical name for it? So it is RBC. Its another name is erythrocyte. Now, where we get this RBC? There must be some location of its origination, right? So what is the origination of this RBC? This RBC actually originates from bone marrow. It originates from bone marrow, and that to which bone marrow? It originates from red bone marrow. Red bone marrow. Now, since it is originated from red bone marrow, it must be doing something. So it is doing what? It is helping in the oxygen transportation. It helps in the oxygen transportation. And what is its lifespan? So its lifespan is of 120 days. And it must be dying somewhere. Now, I want to ask you all, can you tell me, where does this RBC actually die? Please answer. And spleen is the graveyard of RBC. That's true, Abhijit. In morning also you told me the same answer, and it's good that you are aware of this part. Please remember, Abhijit has given the answer already, that spleen is the location. Spleen is the location where it dies. So all these questions plays a significant role in the examination. Do not forget average lifespan, right? So I guess everyone is aware of this part. So is there anything else that you want to ask me? So here, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be 120. Next, what is the pH of human blood? Just discussed about it. What is the pH of human blood? Very basic question, just discussed about it. So Kundan, Abhijit, Vikram, everyone, Gobinath, what is the correct answer here? What is the pH of human blood? Now this is asked in Cgl 2011. So Gobinath is going with D, Vikram is going with D, Abhijit is with D. Great. So here, if I talk about this pH value of human blood, it is actually 7.4. Now, since very good, Kundan, Vikram, Abhijit, Gobinath, great. Now, if I talk about this pH, now there are several questions which are asked from this part. What is that? First of all, if I talk about this pH, please remember, this pH, P stands for potence. One of the important question. Second, who was the one who has discovered this pH scale? So he was Soren Sorensen. Was he? He was Soren Sorensen. Soren Sorensen was the one who has discovered it. Now pH scale is doing what? It tells you about whether this particular thing is acidic, basic or neutral. So we have its range from 0 to 14, where if its range is from 0 to scientist Soren gave the name. Okay, fine. So here, what I was talking about the range. So from 0 to 6.x, if it is showing this particular value, it would be acidic. If it is exactly 7, then it would be basic. Sorry, it would be neutral. And if it is greater than 7.x to 14, so it would be alkaline or basic in nature. Simple. Okay, so all these things are actually asked in the examination, so do not forget any one of the thing. So this range is very, very important. Some of us think that it would be 1 to 14. No, it is 0 to 14. So Abhijit is saying that 0 to 14 is the range. If it is less than 7, it is acidic. Greater than 7, it is basic. And if it is 7, then it is neutral. Great. Let's move forward to the next question. In which vertebrae oxygenated and deoxygenated blood gets mixed? So what is the correct answer for this? Now this is from Cgl 2009. Okay, Gobinath. Sure. From tomorrow you will be getting latest one as well. See, Gobinath, the thing is that when we are searching for previous year question, it takes a lot of time. So whatever the questions that we get, they are repeatedly asked. So I'll just try to get the new ones as well from tomorrow, right? Okay, so answer this part. Question is, in which vertebrae oxygenated and deoxygenated blood gets mixed? So is that fish, amphibian, bird or mammal? So Vikram is with C. No, change the answer. Now Vikram is going with A. So Vikram's answer is A. Then Gobinath, Abhijit, Kundan, can you answer this part? Answer please. Kundan is going with fish. Okay. Others? Abhijit is going with B. Gobinath is with A. Cool. Okay, so we have two options. Some of you are going with A, some of you are going with B. Now if I'll talk about this fish, see, fish has that heart structure, right? But if I'll talk about these amphibians, the thing is that here oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are actually mixing, where we are talking about for example, we can talk about frog and all. So amphibians are the one where this oxygenated and deoxygenated blood actually mixes up. Okay, so here amphibian, that is option number B, is going to be the correct answer. Next, blood groups were discovered by whom? So who was the one who has discovered this blood group? Who was the one who has discovered this blood group? Answer please. Answer, waiting for the answer. Vikram is going with B. Then apart from Vikram, Gobinath is with B. Right. So let me explain this part. If I'll talk about blood groups, so blood groups were discovered by Carl Landsteiner. Now this one is quite important because it is asked in the examination again and again. Steiner. Okay. So it would be NER. Yeah. So Carl Steiner was the one who has discovered this blood group. But the next question which comes is, who discovered blood circulatory system? So blood circulation was discovered by whom? Who actually studied it? So can you answer this part? Blood circulation. And if you want, I can give the options as well. So Kundan, very good. Gobinath, Vikram, Abhijit, all of you are correct. But what about this blood circulation? Blood circulation was discovered by whom? True, Abhijit. Talking about blood circulation. He was... Yes, waiting. Anyone? Both the things are important. And it creates confusion when it is asked. Very good. So Gobinath has told, sir, it would be Harvey. Let me tell you, his full name was William Harvey. So Harvey was the one who has discovered this blood circulation. And if I talk about this blood groups, it was discovered by Carl Landsteiner. Now, since we are talking about these blood groups, so Sudeep is here. Yes, Sudeep, absolutely correct. If I talk about these blood groups, we have A, B, then AB and O. We have 4 blood groups, right? Now my question would be, which is the universal donor? Universal donor. What's that? Which particular blood group is universal donor? Why I am asking this? Because I want to ask one more question from this part. Please answer this in the super fast manner because everyone knows about it. But one more thing will come out from your answer, and that is the important one. So yes, very good. So you are all giving answer O. Okay, Kundan, no issues. Slowly and slowly you will be perfect here. So O is the universal donor, but I wanted to ask in another way. I thought some of you will be giving answer. Actually, universal donor is not O. Universal donor is actually O negative. Please remember this part. Yes, Sudeep is the one who has given that answer, which I wanted to ask. Very good, Sudeep. And everyone, I know all of you have given the correct answer, but the perfect answer would be O negative. Now, why I wanted this answer? Because some of us think that O positive is also universal donor. No, O positive is not the universal donor. O negative is the one which is universal donor. Now the thing is that if I'm talking about this negative, so what does this negative represent? This is asked in the examination. Please remember, when we will talk about this negative, this is what? From here, logic of RH comes in. What is that? From here, from this negative sign, logic of RH comes in, and this is asked in the examination. Now, how it is asked? Let us see. RH factor. RH factor. RH factor is what? After the discovery of those 4 blood groups, A, B, AB and O, we had a discovery over there. And if I draw that particular table, A, B, AB, O, we have antigens, antigen and antibodies over here. And antibody over here. If we have antigen A here, we will be having antibody B. If we have antigen B here, we will be having antibody A. We have AB, so antigen, there would be no antibody. And here it would be AB. It is actually in this manner. Now, what is this RH factor? Let me tell you. There was a monkey. Its name is also asked. Hello Gaurav, how are you? So yes, what I was talking about this RH. It is what? It was experiment on a monkey which was named Rhesus macaca. On a monkey, this experiment was done and it was found if that particular protein is present within ourselves, we will be considered positive. If that protein is not present in our blood, that is RBC, we will be considered negative. So yes, from here this RH negative word comes in, and that's why we can say that this negative part, that is known as RH. And negative and positive, there is no such issue, but one issue comes in if there's a pregnant woman, which has negative blood group and there's a father with the positive one, and if they have this child, then child may suffer from erythroblastosis fetalis. It is asked in the examination. We must remember this part. Okay, let's move forward to the next question now. Next we have the normal RBC count in male is what? So Kundan, in mission worthy batch, we are already taking it bilingually. So science class was there for the first class. Today we have started with the bio part, right? Tomorrow we'll be having cells second part over there. And this is English channel actually, and don't worry about mission worthy batch. We are taking bilingual class over there. We are talking in Hindi also and English also. Don't worry. Okay, Kundan? Okay, fine. So here, let's talk about it. The normal RBC count in adult male is dash. What is the correct answer here? So Gopinath is going with option A. Just a second. Everyone who is just spamming over here, please delete this comment. I'll be taking 1 minute. Till then, I want to answer from everyone. I'll just take a minute. Yes, sorry, there was a comment which I wanted to delete. Okay, so that is done now. So Gobinath is with A, Vikram is with A. Let me tell you, if I'll talk about the RBC, normal RBC, then there would be 5 million. What is that? That is 5 million count over there. And let me tell you, if I'll talk about 1 million, then that means we are talking about 10 lakhs over there, right? So here, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be option number B. Next. So we have Exampur official application where we have live paid courses with the test series. We have free subject wise and topic wise quiz with the report card. We have job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution, free all India scholarship test with the report card. We have topic wise free lab classes, free full length sectional test with the report card, free exam wise PDF with the practice set PDF, daily, weekly, monthly current affair, unlimited subject wise practice questions, all these at a single platform. Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, just do the registration and start using it. Okay, next question. What is contained in chlorophyll? We have discussed about it. Let's see who will be the first one to answer this. Now, this is from Cgl 2016. What is the correct answer here? Okay, Kundan, thank you for that. What is the answer over here? Kundan, Vikram, Gobinath, Abhijit, Sudeep. What is contained inside the chlorophyll? Very good. So Abhijit is the first one to answer this. That is magnesium. Gobinath, totally correct. Very good. So Vikram and all, you all are correct. The correct answer is going to be magnesium over here, right? And in the similar way, there's a question which is normally asked. If I'll talk about fertilizers. So for the fertilizers, remember, both the things are important. For the fertilizers, we have NPK. What's NPK? We'll talk about nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So please remember, both these questions are very, very important. Very, very important. Do not forget, right? So we'll talk about this chlorophyll. What is contained in the chlorophyll? It is magnesium. And here if I'll talk about fertilizers, we have NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. These questions are again and again asked. So I am taking all those 360-degree analysis and discussing with you. So yes, Abhijit, totally correct. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Okay. Next question that we have is, the fluid part of the blood devoid of corpuscles is called what? Now this one is quite interesting. So we have two questions from this part also. We will be again doing operation of this question. But before that, I want to answer. Can you answer this part? Everyone. My question is, the fluid part of the blood devoid of corpuscles is called what? Is it tissue fluid? Is it plasma? Is it serum? Or is it lymph? So Gobinath is going with plasma. Vikram is going with B. Abhijit is going with serum. Okay. Kundan, what do you think? What would be the answer? Then Vikram is left. Vikram is going with serum. Okay. And everyone is requested not to see anyone else answer. Whatever you feel like, just give that answer. Don't come in pressure. And in life, we should not take pressure. Whether it is main examination, whether it is this class, never take any pressure. Just chill. We must always be happy with our life and we must always chill. But yes, obviously at some point, we must be serious. Okay, so Sudeep is saying it is C. Kundan is also with C. Now, whole team is going with C. But this time, let me tell you. If I'll talk about blood, blood is consisting of two different parts. One is plasma and another one is blood corpuscles. What is that? Blood corpuscles. Now, what all things come under this blood corpuscle? Under this blood corpuscle, we have RBC, then we have WBC, then we have platelets. Now, what is the question that is asked? Question is asked, sir, the fluid part of the blood which is devoid of means what? Apart from corpuscles, what is the thing that is left? So just have a look at this question. Apart from these corpuscles, what is left? If I leave this blood corpuscles part, what is left? The leftover part is plasma and this is fluid in nature. That is, it is liquid in nature. But in this plasma also we have several things. That is, we have albumin protein, then we have fibrinogen over there. Now, the answer which you all are giving is what? I'll just use another pen and tell you. If I will remove fibrinogen from this plasma, Please remember, this is very, very important. Fibrinogen from the plasma. So the resultant will be what? This resultant will be serum. So this formula you must remember. Both the questions are very, very important and I don't want anyone to be wrong here. Got my point? See, there is difference. Vikram is saying something. Ved chal mein badal diya answer. I am unable to get what you want to say about it. Okay. अच्छा भेड़ चाल कह रहे हैं, मुझे लगा वेद. Okay, got. भेड़ चाल में बदल दिया आंसर. That's what I'm saying. Never take pressure. Whatever you feel like, just give that answer. Because I knew Vikram gave the correct answer the first go. Okay. So I want answer from everyone. Are both the things clear? Everyone. Are both the things clear? Please remember, again I am saying, blood is consisting of two parts. One is liquid part, that is plasma. Then if I talk about second part, that is blood corpuscles, where we have RBC, WBC platelets. Plasma is the liquid part. Question was asked, if I'll remove this part, what will be left? If I remove this blood corpuscle, what is left? The leftover part is plasma. So obviously, plasma is going to be correct answer. But one more thing is, in examination it is asked, if I talk about the serum, what is this? So for serum, what we will do, if I talk about plasma, we have several things over here. What all things we have? We have albumin, that is a protein. We have fibrinogen. Then we have globulin. What we have? We have globulin. All these things are there. Now what I will do, I'll just try to remove this fibrinogen part. So I'll use another colored pen. Which pen should I use? I'll use blue color pen. Okay. No. I'll use pink color. So if I'll try to remove this fibrinogen part, what is left now? So this part will be known as serum. I guess all of you understood this part. Yeah, if I'll talk about this plasma, it is actually 55%. I'll take black color here. Plasma is 55% and leftover part is 45%. That is your corpuscles, where we talk about RBC, WBC platelets. Got my point? Everyone, I want thumbs up right now. Thumbs up, Sprite, Coca-Cola, whatever is there, just give me right now. Okay. So here, option number B is going to be the correct answer. The fluid part devoid of corpuscle. But if someone asks me, plasma minus fibrinogen, it will give me what? It is going to give me serum, right? Okay, cool. So Gobinath has actually sent yo over here. So Vikram Aditya, fine. Okay, Abhijit. Next we have helium is added to the oxygen supply of deep sea divers because it is dash. Now this is asked in CGL 2016. Answer please. My question is, helium is added to the oxygen supply of deep sea divers. Why is it so? There must be some reason behind it. Now what is that reason? And I want answer from everyone, please. And everyone who is there in the session now, please start giving answers. And yes, everyone, please like this also. Like it and share it. Answer please. So Vikram is the first one to say, sir, that it will be lighter than nitrogen. That's why we are using it. Okay. Others, what do you think? Achha, do you know who are these deep sea divers? Oh shit. Just a second. I want answer from everyone. Yes. So yes, what I was asking about this part. That is, if I'll talk about these deep sea divers, who are they? In Hindi, we call them gotakhors. In English, we call it sea divers. And that too, if they are going in very deep part, that we'll say that they are deep sea divers. So Gobinath, Kundan, Sudeep, all of you are going with D. Vikram, here, please go with option number D. Because helium is added to the oxygen because it is less soluble in the blood. Now, if I'll talk about this oxygen, obviously, if I'll talk about whole of the process of this blood circulation, what is happening? When we inhale the air, the main purpose is we want to use that oxygen, right? Which must enter into our blood. And from the blood, we'll be using it in our cells, and accordingly that functioning takes place. So here, the same logic is here. We want this helium should not enter in our blood. So it is actually less soluble in blood. Apart from that, we can also say that it is less soluble in blood in comparison to nitrogen at higher pressure. So that's why we are actually using it. Okay. So here option number D would be the correct answer. Why? Again I am saying because it is less soluble in blood in comparison to nitrogen at higher pressures. And obviously we don't want it to be soluble in our blood. Okay. So here option number D was the correct answer, and that's good that everyone has given the answer. The common name of magnesium sulphate heptahydrate is what? Now heptahydrate means what? If I talk about heptahydrate, this means we are talking about 7 parts of water, 7H2O. So yes, the common name of magnesium sulphate heptahydrate is what? Answer please. Common name of magnesium sulphate heptahydrate. Answer. Gobinath is going with A over here. Abhijit is with A. Then Gobinath, Abhijit, others, can you answer this part? Abhijit is sure, sir, it would be A, that is Epsom salt. What about others? Can you answer this part? Sudeep is also going with A. Okay, Kundan is also with A. So that's true. Epsom salt is the correct answer. That is magnesium sulphate heptahydrate. But the important thing that I want to tell you, here one more option is there from which we are going to do this postmortem of this question. Let's have a look. So for Epsom salt, we know it's magnesium sulphate heptahydrate. What about this part? That is again and again asked in the examination, gypsum. So for this gypsum, let me tell you, it's what? It is calcium sulphate. But how many parts of water? So for this part, we have 2 parts of water. Now what will happen? If I try to heat it up, it will be converted to CaSO4 dot half H2O. Now what's the difference between two? Here, this CaSO4 dot half H2O, this is what? This is gypsum. But if I talk about CaSO4 dot half H2O, yeah, that's true. That is Na2 B4O7 dot 10H2O. Great, great, great. Awesome, Abhijit. If I talk about this CaSO4 dot half H2O, it is going to be what? This will be actually your plaster of Paris. In the similar way, if I talk about that borax, so it is going to be Na2 Na2, then BO7. But let me tell you one more thing. If I talk about this borax powder, where we are using it, in case you feel hurt, or in case whenever you are moving and you fall down, for example, if that time, if that particular bone part is hurting, what you can do? You can use borax powder over there as well. Okay, so we'll not go in that detail, but yes, for reducing that pain part from above that particular skin part, you can use that. Okay, so this was all about this question. Next we have chemical name of baking soda is what? What is the chemical name for this baking soda? Can you answer this? What is the chemical name for this baking soda? Answer please. Answer please, answer. Baking soda. So we have option B, B, B. Vikram is going with A. Okay. I know here confusion is there. So I'll tell you about it. Okay. So what I was talking about this chemical name of baking soda. Now, one more thing is there. I have to write it here. Or I'll write directly. That would be easier. Sodium bicarbonate. And one we have sodium carbonate. Now, why I'm writing all these formulas, there's a reason behind it. Please remember, if I talk about this part, it is what? I've already told you, it is borax. If I talk about this, it is what? It is gypsum. If I talk about it, it is what? It is plaster of Paris, which is actually used in making the statues. But the main thing is that, what I'll say, yeah, Govinath is already ready for that particular trick. I was talking about the same thing, sodium bicarbonate. Now, whenever we go for, yeah, that's true, Abhijit, totally correct. So what I was talking about this sodium bicarbonate. Whenever we go for a party, whenever we go for a party, after having food, we say what? Bye bye. What do we say? Bye. After having food, and in food, what we use? For food, we use baking soda. So whenever we have sodium bicarbonate, just have a look. Bye. Bye will be done just after having food. That is, in the party, we will be using what? Baking soda in making of the food. So sodium bicarbonate. But if I'll talk about washing soda, now do you think we are going to have party where we will be washing our clothes? Okay, let's have the party of washing clothes. Tomorrow is Sunday, so we'll be washing clothes. Okay, Abhijit, Sudeep, please, everyone can bring their clothes and we'll be having party of washing clothes. It is so, it will never happen, right? But party happens for the food. So after having food, we say bye. So sodium bicarbonate, and in sodium carbonate, we are never going to have party, so we will never be having that bye. So that is what? That is your washing soda. These two questions now, they are again and again asked in one way or the another in different examinations, not only for CGL, but even for UP Police, Delhi Police, any kind of examination. These two questions are very, very important, right? It is repeatedly asked. So this trick will be very, very helpful in the examination. It will not create confusion. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. And as Gobinath has suggested, I'll try to get the latest one as well from the CGL part in the evening. But now every day between 12 to 1, we will be having all those questions from different SSC examinations between 12 to 1. And for the CGL, we will be having those particular questions in the evening between 4 to 5. Okay. So bye-bye everyone. Please take care. Enjoy. And whenever you have any sort of doubt, comment section is always there for you. And every day we have all our classes. We can even have a conversation in the live class as well. Okay. So bye-bye everyone. Please take care.